The war had ended, but one man was still fighting. For 29 years, he hid in the jungles, believing World War II was still going on. This is not fiction. This is the true story of Hiroo Onoda, the soldier who refused to surrender. Hiroo Onoda, the man who fought alone for 29 years. Hiroo Onoda was born on 19 March 1922 in Wakayama, in the Empire of Japan. He was a Japanese soldier who served as second lieutenant in the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II, one of the last Japanese holdouts. The mission. On 26 December 1944, as the Pacific War raged on, Japanese soldier Hiroo Onoda and 3 other soldiers was sent to Lubang Island in the Philippines. Their mission was to lead guerrilla warfare operations on Lubang Island in the Japanese-occupied Philippines, destroy the island's airstrip and the pier at its harbor ahead of the Allied invasion, as well as to destroy any enemy planes or boats that attempted to land. Before they left, his commander told them, "No matter what happens, we will come back for you." And Hiroo Onoda literally took those words to heart. Unfortunately, one of the soldiers surrendered in 1950, and 2 were killed, one in 1954 and one in 1972. The Jungle War. In September 1945, Japan surrendered and the war ended. The bombs dropped. The world moved on. News of the world reached the island. But deep in the jungle, Onoda didn't believe it, because he thought it was an information and ideas that may be false or exaggerated because of his belief of the last word of his commander. Flyers were dropped, radios left, and even his own family tried to reach him, but his loyalty was beyond anything for him. Onoda stayed hidden for 29 years. He survived on bananas, stolen rice, and cattle, and belief. The return. On 20 February 1974, a man named Norio Suzuki, a Japanese adventurer who was traveling around the world and had told friends he was looking for Lieutenant Onoda, located Onoda after 4 days of searching on Lubang. But Onoda still refused to leave. He said, "I will not surrender until I receive orders from my superior officer." So he returned to Japan with photographs of Onoda as proof of their encounter, and found his former commander and flew him to the island. Only then did Hiroo Onoda finally lay down his rifle. Onoda, who had been declared dead by the Japanese government in 1959, received a hero's welcome upon his return to Japan in 1974. The Japanese government offered him a large sum of money in back pay, which he refused. When money was pressed on him by well-wishers, he donated it to Yasukuni Shrine, a shrine established for commemorate and to show appreciation and respect to those who dedicated their precious lives to their mother. He wrote, "No Surrender, My 30-Year War," which is a best-selling autobiography published in 1974. In 2021, a film based on the story of Onoda was also filmed called Onoda 10,000 Nights in the Jungle, and is directed by Arthur Harari, a French film director and screenwriter. The lesson. Onoda returned to Japan a legend, but also a man out of time. He had missed 29 years of his life, changes, and peace. His story is one of unyielding duty, unshakable belief, and the power and danger of loyalty. Sometimes the war we fight isn't just outside, it's within. Hiroo Onoda teaches us that commitment without reflection can become a cage. Real wisdom is not just staying true, it's knowing when to let go. Onoda's story reminds us, stay true to your values, but don't lose sight of reality. If this story made you pause, reflect, or feel something deeper, share it. Because sometimes, truth really is stranger and more powerful than fiction. I hope you liked the video, and please consider subscribing to this channel because you don't want to miss my upcoming videos.